reference to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
This young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Check. Check.
This is Geis. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Geis. And an alley to run. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there out of Geis. 44 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Bryce Love, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Redskins 7, Cowboys 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Check 55, Mike. We own them. We own them. Shift. We're going to 54. Why ain't? Watch the edge. No take. Spell.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Prescott now. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing, Prescott. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the 22, Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Don't let him breathe, defense. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Here we go, 47. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Hunt, 64. Wait. Here we go, 46, 46. 26.
Now Prescott on fourth down. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number one that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
You got it. You got it.
At the 33-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
54. 80 weapons. Hayward.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. He was looking for J.U. Chesson that time. And it's 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Hey, kill. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
We got 4 down. Kill. Turn it up. Kill, turn it up. Here we go, 46. 26.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. The 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's AssSkins. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say AssSkins.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Switch. We're going to 54. Why ain't? Check the backer. 26.
Third and long for Prescott. And Wilson has it. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 52. Kill. 26.
Prescott now, option right. And now he'll tuck it and run. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
First down, Cowboys.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Dobbins. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
At the Redskins' 33-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there, 1st down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Watch the twist.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Check 25. Here we go, 47. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 26.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. 3rd down here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They get the 1st. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott. His 19th touchdown now on the season, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
From the 29, Haskins. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Check me out.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
3rd and 2, now Haskins. And that's complete. It's Sims. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Hurry up. Come on, guys. 55. Get your swerve on. Check, check, check. Hopper. SOS. Kill. Extreme. Trouble. Hey, check right.
Now Haskins on 1st down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Out of bounds at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Full trot. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Bring it. Bring it. Spot. Get a roll. West. Yo.
Haskins back to the air, and he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, half. Check 26. Check it out.
Final play of the half. It's Haskins. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Check.
On 1st down, Dobbins. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the run. We're going to 54.
Now Prescott. Wilson's got it complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Cedric Wilson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On 2nd down now, it's Love. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Love. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Here we go.
The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Chef.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it, and they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 89 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. This is Love. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Oh, here we go. Squeeze. Check 31. Check it go.
They'll run with Geis, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Ready? 55. Mike 55. I got you, punk. You go tight. You got tight.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And boy, this Redskin defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Haskins.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
55, right there in the middle, 55.
To throw on 3rd down. Haskins got an open man. It's Harmon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. He gets it to Sims, complete. Give the Redskins 13 there on a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Love. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Play action. Haskins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. The job 1 to pick up the 1st down is complete. That was a big 3rd down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be upped. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the 1st down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Haskins. Over the middle, complete. It's Harmon. Quick slant there, gets him the 1st down, 6 yards on the play.
Here we go.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. J.U. Chesson, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Hopkins with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Redskins 21.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Hey,
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity. Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now throwing on first down and completing it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Here we go with Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. He's back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Watch the shit. Pass 7, hot 7. Watch the shit. Shift. Watch the shift.
Throwing now is Haskins. And that will be incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
58's the money. 58's the money. Here we go, D. All day, defense.
They're going on fourth down. Haskins got a man. That's Quinn. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
55. Watch the run. Watch the run. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double. We're going to 54. Why here? Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Shift. Shift.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
47.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A gain of 3, second down.